Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. My name is Ace and I've got more TF2 commentary here for you. Playing as a soldier, doing some payload. And it's a payload race, by the way. Which is something I don't usually do on my channel all that often. Compared to what I do often on my channel. Anyway, I am playing as a soldier with the strange rocket launcher. The stock rocket launcher. Not the shotgun this time. I'm using the buff banner. Hence the title. And of course the escape plan, because if you're not going to use the escape plan as a soldier, you are either market gardening or doing it wrong, unless you use the disciplinary action. Okay, you could justify that. But beyond that, you're doing it wrong. Before we start going into the commentary itself, as you may have noticed, I have started a new series. A new Orcs Must Die 2 series. It's going to be an entire playthrough with a good friend of mine, so it's entirely co-op and such. And we are both pretty much OCD builders, and Orcs Must Die 2 doesn't really allow you to do that. There's so many little things that don't allow you to make your trap builds perfect, and we do suffer for that. And if you are watching this video, episode 2 should be up if there are no delays and no other stuff that I did not predict. So I'll put a link to episode 1 and 2 in the description box, or either just to the playlist, so you can check it out. I hope you guys do check it out, because it's a new series. I'm really excited about it, because it's one of my favorite games, if not the favorite game I've ever played, especially if you look to the price as well and such. It's an amazing game, and if you haven't tried, make sure to watch the videos and check it out yourself, and I'm certainly you will find it worth it. That said, buff banner time. And I actually had 2 videos recorded on this specific map, on this specific server, which is Germa's server, so you may be able to see yourself if you remember playing on this map. But the first map, I ended up dying a little bit more often than I'm currently doing, as well as I got a lot less kills, but I ended up having a good finish on the video, as in winning. Where this video, I might not entirely win, while I do get a lot of kills, and I do pretty good, I think. I'm not entirely bad, so I guess I do something decently enough to at least progress my team in a, in the right direction. It's just that sometimes that is not enough, and it's unfortunate. But I also was working with a disadvantage, which actually may have ended up in a advantage, because I used the buff banner. Like most of you know that when I play a soldier, I use the shotgun, because it allows me to rocket jump in, to be aggressive from up close if I'm out of rockets. And also, if you use the shotgun, you still have bullets left if you're out of rockets, which allows you basically to rocket jump a bit more freely. As you can see specifically right now, besides I'm camping the teleporter, which is always a good thing to do. If you see a strange exit teleporter and nobody's attacking it, don't initially destroy it, just wait for somebody to get through. You can really easily just get a decent kill streak if the other team has no communication, and this is a pub, so that's a piece of advice right there for you, because a lot of people just destroy teleporters directly instead of just camping them to get some easy kills, which actually penalizes the enemy team, which is a good thing, I suppose. And also, as you can see, I am still using the buff banner, and the reason why I avoid using buff banner or anything else besides the shotgun as a secondary is because it doesn't allow me to rocket jump. And well, it does allow you to rocket jump, but you'd have to sacrifice a rocket for it, and you only have those 4 rockets to do decent damage besides your melee attack. And the melee attack that I do use is the escape plan, which is as reliable for, well, damage output as the equalizer maybe, or the market gardener if you're really good with rocket jumping. But nonetheless, the buff banner does come in handy. You just have to adjust your playstyle a little bit. Just like with the Righteous Bison, you become more of a support, long-range damage dealer. Now, a soldier is usually that anyway, but a good soldier, if you play with the stock loadout basically and the escape plan instead of the shuffle, you'll find yourself being relatively close to the combat, like medium range, so you can get nice splash damage, you can jump in, jump out, do some decent direct hits on scouts that may jump in your face, And if you're out of rockets, you can still use your shotgun. If you're out of rockets while you're in the middle of combat, you can't do anything. You're done. You just have to wait for your reload, and that, in the heat of the moment, a reload is quite a long time. Also, two people camping there just below that, and for some reason they didn't move, so I get another double kill, including the sentry gun that they were building. And as you can see, I am doing pretty decent. I am trying to help my team out as best as I can, doing a massive pipe jump there as a soldier, which kind of threw me off because I wasn't expecting to go that high and live through it. Because normally if you fight a good demo and they get you in a decent amount of height because of their pipes, they usually end up destroying you with air shots, which is nice to see because it does take a reasonable amount of skill to be able to pull that off reliable. But frustrating nonetheless. Also, I should have just hit that spy before he faced at me, even though he probably wouldn't have died because the escape land is about 60 damage a melee hit or so, if I'm not mistaken. And he had 88 health left, so he would still have stabbed me. But then perhaps my team member that was right behind him may have been able to kill him a little bit easier. But my reflexes are not flawless when it comes down to that, especially when I'm not initially expected to be a team member helping me flank, instead of a spy trying to flank me. But Buff Banner is actually quite alright, but you do once again become more of a bit of a support class, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm more of a bit of a support, and my team is just not cutting it. It's just they are not helping me push. Well, they have pushed quite a bit, but they don't, for some reason, are able to push through to get that last piece going. And it's very frustrating because I'm getting nice kills. I'm holding them back quite decently. I've destroyed sentries, which is something that I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm doing it. I am, getting kills. And when moments like this, it's very frustrating because what do I need to do to make this happen? What do I need to do to make sure I can win this, even though the vast majority of my team, for some reason, is unable to get through their vast majority of their team. And I'm not extremely good. I'm just a decent player, so I can't rely fully on my own and my own decent skill, I suppose. Like, it's really hard to explain, but I think we all have experienced it at some point while we play any game, really, that if you're playing decent and you're still losing because it's a team game and you are supposed to rely on your team, especially when you play a little bit more support like I'm doing with the buff banner and such, or if I were to play a medic, or if I were to play a sniper or a spy if I'm in a very self-destructive mood for some reason. Even mini sentries, if you play a Revengeneer, is somewhat a support class, which if you want to be good, if you really want to do it good, you have to rely on your team. And it's unfortunate that sometimes it doesn't work out, and because it's a payload race, it doesn't matter if you actually end up camping the payload card, because when time runs out, the payload cards, they start moving on their own and you can't stop it, and everybody basically camps the payload card like I'm doing right now, which is a stupid mistake. But you do it instinctively, so that's my bad and I take full responsibility of that, but a little bit unfortunate, but I did pretty decent. What do you guys think? Anyway, make sure to subscribe for more content, and I will catch you guys next time. And make sure to check out my Orcs Must Die series. I would really appreciate if you guys check it out and comment and let me know what you think. Take care.